You're obsessed with Karina Kaboom.
What's wrong with Karina Kaboom? She's a nice lady.
You're kidding, right?
I was ghosted tonight.
Ha! The ha is going on Karina's intro tomorrow. I know it is. I cannot wait.
But I did start to feel like a caretaker, and I had felt like one since we had lived with Eric and Ricky. So that's where the whole wiping thing started, was when we were living with Eric and Ricky. And that didn't stop until the day we broke up.
What are you doing out here?
Hello, 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 my favorite girly pops. It's just me. But in today's video, we have some Amberlynn Reid drama. So my favorite girly pops, Amberlynn makes a fake apology to Beck, and she claims that she's taking accountability in the video. She does not. It is a full-on fake apology, and it's honestly, it is disgraceful to say, I'm sorry, but you're a lie. Basically, she does call Beck a lie still, but it gets better. She actually says that she really loved Beck, and that supposedly she came to Beck while she was still with Wifey and said to them that, you know, she really loved Beck. Amber, who do you think you're fooling here? We all remember the live streams. I feel like a girl of 2021 again, from the live stream era, when you dared to say, when asked, what do you miss about Beck? You said absolutely nothing. When you said that during the proposal you felt nothing, you pretended to cry, you admitted that you never loved Beck during the live stream era, and like you cared for them just as a friend. Do you think we all forgot that? So for those of you that don't know, Amberlynn fully admitted to not loving Beck during the live stream era, okay? Not romantically, and now she's lying that she did. At least we know that Beck sees through your lies. I feel like a girl of 2021 again. Imagine, if you will, being Foodie Beauty and defending Amberlynn's Libby stage. That's right, for the low introductory price sale of absolutely nothing. You could hear that too, that nonsense. So a lot of drama with Amber, a lot of drama with Foodie Beauty. You know, the only innocent person here is Kermit. Have you ever wanted to purchase a Kermit? Well, now you can in my game show host voice. This is my affiliate link, not to a disparaging Kermit, but to my very own Kermit. And if you would like to purchase a Kermit, please use my affiliate link to do so. If you buy one, please let me know when he ships so I can be excited for you. The Kermits that live here are very, very shady and, you know, are interested in drama. All right, so we're going to get into all the drama about Amber and Foodie. My name isn't Bob, Wilbur. None of those are my names, so it's all good. Okay, so everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. Nothing I'm saying is meant to be taken seriously. I'm sharing opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information first made public by public figures. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. It's just my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Right, my girly pops. I was just being choosy. I was very busy playing choosy and I almost missed it. So Amber, after she took some lint off my Kermit, basically posted a video called My Last Response to Beck that was allegedly filmed on February 7th at 3 a.m. What a healthy lifestyle you lead, Amber. Okay. So basically, Beck's latest video on Amber, like where they exposed a lot of terrible things about Amber, that was filmed and posted. Well, that was definitely posted by Beck on February 12th. So Amberlynn is, of course, very much so behind on her videos. Everything is pre-recorded. My opinion on why it's called My Last Response to Beck is this. I think that Amberlynn knows that bad things are coming. She knows that Beck has a lot on her, and she titled it My Last Response to not have to respond to the terrible accusations that, in my opinion, are all true, that are about to come from Beck. Also, I want to remind you, throughout this video, Amberlynn puts in clips of things that she just recently filmed, meaning that when she filmed this video, it wasn't enough. She's doing add-ons of, you know, like recorded clips that she put in after she recorded this entire video. What does that say to me? That says to me that she knows the things that Beck has said about her. She knows, you know, all the horrible new allegations. And that's why she's titling this video My Last Response to Beck. She always knew that more bad things were coming that she didn't want to respond to. Like, Amber, why did you force Beck to play games with you, pretending to pick lint off of your back to give you ASMR when their hands hurt? Why did you force them into that? Okay, she knows those bad things are coming. That's why it's called My Last Response to Beck. And I feel that this was edited and all the extra add-ons were put into the video. The extra recordings were put into the video after Beck came out with their last video. So Amber knows what's out there. She always knew the future allegations that were coming, and she now knows fully all the allegations because this was clearly edited recently, and that's why she doesn't want to respond to Beck anymore. My last response to Beck, aka I don't have to respond to the new allegations that are going to keep coming out. Okay. Amber takes 6 minutes and 45 seconds to say that Beck is exaggerating and lying. The screenshot is on your screen currently. She says that she's frustrated that Beck is again exaggerating and lying. She apologizes in this video, but it's not genuine. And the reason, there's so many different reasons. First of all, she's clearly telling you, I am sorry to Beck. And at the same time saying Beck is exaggerating and lying. So you cannot do the I'm sorry but thing. You can't. She did the same thing in her members only streams that I made videos on. She also says that it's okay that her apology was behind a paywall. No, it isn't, because very few people heard it, like 100 people. Okay. So this is my opinion about Amber's video. It's disgraceful. I think that she's not sorry. And even though she faints fake tears and tries to cry in this video, it's so palpable how not sorry she is. You know what you're sorry about, Amber? That you got caught. That your entire audience now knows the terrors and horrors that you put upon Beck when you were their girlfriend. That is what you're sorry about. You're not sorry that you did these things to Beck. You are sorry that you got caught. The video is disgraceful because she again accuses Beck of lying and exaggerating. And it's disgraceful because she, like, very clearly states that she's not sorry with her actions, even though she's saying her words are saying she's sorry, but her actions are saying she's not. When you give a proper apology, Amber, and because again, I want to make it clear, if you don't watch her video, she apologizes a few times to Beck here. But when you apologize, you do not say, I'm sorry, but I'm frustrated that you lied and exaggerated. Here's my question to Amber Lynn. Maybe she'll answer it one day. Please, somebody ask her during her members only stream this next question. If you want to apologize to Beck, why are you apologizing if you're still telling us that they are exaggerating and lying? I want to know the things that they're exaggerating and lying about. Spoiler alert, Amber Lynn is looking for a lint excuse to save herself with. And that's what it is. It's just an excuse. I don't feel that Beck is lying about anything. And here's how I feel, why I feel that Beck is not lying. So Beck has had very intricate stories, and Beck has had lots of opportunities to say the worst possible things about Amber Lynn. There were questions that were asked that, painting Amber in a bad light, and Beck would say, well, I don't really know the answer to this question, or I'm not going to answer this question, or no, Amber Lynn did not do wrong here. There's been a few of those type of questions. That's how I know that Beck is not lying or exaggerating. They had the opportunity to completely say all bad things about Amber, and they chose not to. They chose to just tell their story. That's what it's about. People in those terrible relationships, narcissistic relationships, where it's the person is just mistreating you, and that's a nice word for what I really want to say, the word, they have the right to tell their own story, and that is what Beck is doing. They asked you for years not to talk about them. You mistreated them, you lied about them, and now it's their turn to tell the story of their life with you. The most important part of her video,
Amber Lynn did not shower.
in my opinion, comes at the end when she says that she has learned from this, and no matter what people believe, she has become a better friend, a better girlfriend, and a better pet parent. Because of you, Rarity is no longer amongst the living. Because of you, Rarity is not here anymore. You facilitated the ending of your cat's life. This is how you became a better pet parent? I'm a little confused on what you mean. How have you become a better pet parent? You know what I want to say here, honestly? She's not exaggerating or pretending that it's true. She genuinely believes that Rarity no longer being alive because of her is just something that just happened. Honestly, it's so sad that all the people in your life continue to tell you that it's okay and you should be proud of yourself. You should have not had a single moment to be proud of eliminating your cat because of some girl you dated, some fake situationship where you sat miserable in Wisconsin, and because you went there, your cat is no longer among the living. So, anyways, she says that she's learned a lot from her relationship with Beck. She's become a better pet parent. I think we've dismantled that ridiculous delusion. She's become a better girlfriend. After Beck, you were involved with 3 people. I will even go so far as to give you one, okay? I never feel that this is a real relationship because obviously Amberlynn never met her. But fine. Fine. For the purposes of this video, I'll give it to you. Amberlynn was with Valentine, a woman she never met. Amberlynn was with Wifey for 2 years. And Amberlynn was with Tommy. These 3 women dumped Amber. How have you become a better girlfriend if 3 people after Beck all ran away from you? And it's getting to be faster and faster. Wifey lasted 2 years. Valentine, the girlfriend in your head, the one you never met, lasted a year. And poor Tommy dumped you in what, 5 to 6 months? Okay. Amber, the point of the story is this. My personal opinion is I wish that you did change. I wish that you did become a better person. Just because you're not getting them to help you in the lavatory anymore because you were always able to do it yourself. We'll get to that in a minute. Doesn't mean you're a better girlfriend. Oh, that one little statement that she made about being a better friend due to her learning experience from Beck. You had a friend named Alexis, and this was a very, very good relationship for you. She defended you before she exposed you, right? You were friends. She defended you. She talked to you 24/7. As soon as Amber admitted this, and Alexis told us and showed the screenshots and showed the voice notes. As soon as Amberlynn met Tommy, and also before that, as soon as Amberlynn met Valentine, she completely dumped Alexis. And Amberlynn has been saying in her videos and on the voice notes that Alexis played for us that Amber will not talk to her friends all the time. Amber also said in the voice notes that she only keeps people in her life if they do something nice for her, like if she can use them. If you genuinely became a better friend, you would have never thought that and said that. You use people. You always used people. You used Beck, and you still use people. You admitted that in the voice note.
I don't keep people in my life because of any manipulation tactic. I keep people in my life because they do something good for me.
Had you changed during the time that you were away from Beck, like you claimed, you would not have been such a terrible friend. You would not have dumped your friend Alexis for your 2 various girlfriends that eventually ended up dumping you. And you would have never said that you keep people in your life because they do something good for you. You haven't changed. There's proof all over the internet. Okay, my point here is this. Alexis wouldn't have dumped you and exposed you if you were a good friend to her. Your girlfriends wouldn't have dumped you if you were a good girlfriend to them. And your pet wouldn't have no longer been amongst the living if you were a better pet parent. You actually have not gotten better as treating others since Beck. The point is, she says she's a different person. She's been saying this in every Instagram reel, in every members only stream, in every video. I've just proven to you that she's not a different person, and she learned nothing from her relationship with Beck. But if you want more proof, I will keep saying this and keep repeating this as long as she keeps repeating it. Here are screenshots of her saying that Beck is a liar. Here are screenshots of her blaming her illness. She said she got sick because of Beck. Here are screenshots of her trashing Beck, saying they were a terrible first date. If Amberlynn Reed had truly changed throughout the years that she was not with Beck, she wouldn't have spent all the years that she wasn't with Beck trashing Beck on the internet. That's how you know that she hasn't changed, because she spent years threatening to sue Beck and saying negative things about Beck on the internet. Had you changed, you wouldn't have done that. There's also another very important moment where she says this apology is not for the internet. This is really vital. Why? Now, most of us know the apology is not for us. She did that to Beck. The apology is for Beck. Amber, what would happen if you apologized to the internet? You know why that's such an important moment? Moment. Because it shows you that she cannot stand her audience. God forbid, Kermit forbid, everybody forbid, the internet would think the apology is for them. So she tells you that the apology is not for the internet. We know it's for Beck. We don't need to be told. But do you understand what kind of a horrendous relationship this person has with her audience and how much she dislikes her audience that she needs to verify to you and verbalize to you? By the way, this apology is not for you. What would happen if you apologized to the internet? You actually owe the internet an apology. You know why? Because you've lied and taken their money for your lies on YouTube. This apology that she did for Beck is disgraceful. Still blaming Beck for everything. Her big come to Kermit moment was when she said this. This is the big thing that she says, "Oh, I viewed the relationship differently. We both did." You see how I'm sorry, both. You see how she sneaks in the word, "we both viewed the relationship differently"? No, you two didn't. You were mistreating, and that other word that starts with the letter A, Beck, and they were dependent on you for money because there was financial control and manipulation on your part. So they were forced into like terrible, weird games that you forced them to play, pick lint off of you for hours, forced them to play choosy with stickers, forced them to, help you in the lavatory. By the way, why don't you address this? Somebody asked her this in the next members only live stream. Why is it that all your other girlfriends didn't help you in the lavatory, but you forced Beck to do it until the moment that you two broke up? Because you didn't really need help. You preferred it. That is just terrible. Okay. So what she says here is that she didn't know that Beck didn't want to be in the videos. That's a lie. Beck told us that Beck told Amber that she didn't want to be in the videos. And Amber said, according to Beck, "You have to be in the videos because you work for me." This happened throughout the entire relationship. Like, I pay your bills, you have to be in the videos. Why are you lying, Amber, and saying that you had no idea that Beck was zoning out and didn't want to be in the videos? That's what she says. "We both perceived the relationship differently, and I didn't know she didn't want to be in the videos." Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Then compares her situation with Beck to like celebrities and their lawsuits, like what's happening in the media. This is not the same thing. You forced terrible things onto Beck for years. Address why you forced them to play these games where their hands hurt. Address why you filmed them incoherent. See, she says she's not going to ever respond again and address anything again. All of these things that I'm mentioning, they are reasons why she's not really sorry. A person that truly takes accountability will take accountability, not say, "I'm sorry, but." She also says, my favorite, my personal favorite, there's their side, my side, and the truth. That is a manipulation tactic and a rudimentary one in order to make you question Beck's story. All of these things leaning towards she's not really sorry. And obviously, she's doing nothing but saying, "I'm really, really sorry to Beck. I'm taking accountability, but they're lying. But there's their side, my side, and the truth. But they're exaggerating." She then thanks Beck for being there for her when she was ill. "Too little too late, darling. You already blamed Beck for making you ill." I'm not kidding. Read the screenshot. She said that Beck was the reason that she got ill, and she blames the whole thing on her BPD and memory loss. Fantastic. When does the movie rights come out? Wonderful. Okay, Amberlynn, the apology that you gave is disgraceful. I know that you're not sorry. I can hear you, and I can visualize can visualize what's going on here. You've told us, that's why I can hear you. You are not sorry. Basically, what I took away from this is she needs to make a video for the audience to paint herself in some positive light, but she can't even fake it. You know, usually she can fake it for the camera, but not this time. She cannot stand Beck for being the audience's favorite. She cannot stand Beck for dumping her narcissistic injury. She thought she was better than Beck, and she cannot stand that Beck has the last word. Beck is going to continue to tell their story, and it's not tea. It is telling their story of the terrible things that you did to them that unfortunately, as evidenced by this disgraceful fake apology, you are not sorry for. Let's move on to Foodie Beauty. Talk about one of Foodie Beauty's latest live streams in which she does two things. She supports Amberlynn with the whole Libby situation. She actually says that Amberlynn has always dated adults. We're going to come back to that. So we already know that Foodie Beauty has told us before that she supports the type of people that Amberlynn supports. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, the type of people that Amberlynn was following on her Instagram, that she was called out for, that she pretended that she followed by accident. Chantal has told us before that she supports these people too, but moving on from that, we'll come back to this. The second thing that Chantal said is her husband cheating on her never happened. I watched it myself. I'm not going to include any of her clips here because honestly, I'm just tired of, Chantal, I'm tired of the things that you're putting out on the internet. I'm not going to include your clips. Basically, she said that her husband never cheated on her and people have no proof. So we'll get back to that too. All right. As far as Chantal defending Amberlynn on the whole Libby thing and supporting people, you know, that have only the negative of intentions, you know, Amberlynn was caught supporting and following Instagram account, following equals support. Sorry to tell you that. Unless of course, like, you know, like, look, some of reaction channels like subscribe to Amberlynn because it's like a job and, you know, something like that. But Amber following accounts that put out a certain type of content that is just the worst possible thing you can think of is just terrible. Amberlynn also told everybody on her Ask FM years ago that she supports these type of people. So what does, and you know, we all know the videos, the millions of views that Amberlynn deleted of Libby. Chantal says that Amberlynn has always dated, you know, adults and all that stuff. How do you know? How do you know? That's what Amberlynn has shown us. Honestly, Chantal defending Amberlynn is in the poorest of taste. Chantal, you know nothing about your supposed friend Amberlynn. For example, Chantal, did you know that Amberlynn was going to go at 4 a.m. and support somebody that, you know, did terrible things to you? Because you called her out for it. You made tons of videos and live streams on her saying you don't like Amber. Now you support her. You're even supporting her in this. Amberlynn has extensively told everybody who she is. It's time people believe her. Moving on from that. So Chantal says in this live stream that she, from now on, her and her husband are going to be saying that he never cheated on her, that it was not him and those text messages to that woman. And, you know, the whole situation type deal when Chantal was having like a medical emergency in Canada and he was texting some woman saying he would, you know, give up his whole family for her when he cheated on her. And she said, you know, how dare you talk to my husband? And she cried about it. She admitted it. I have a whole video on it. She now says it never happened. Honestly, Chantal, at this point, I have to say that I pity you. I feel bad for you. You know why? This just one thing. She is so sad. Like, she must have such a, like, I don't even know what to say, such an existence where she has to tell herself that he wants her and that he never cheated on her. She literally says in this live stream that her and her husband have decided to go around. She says this, go and watch it. She says, we've decided we're going to say that it's not him. He never did it. You have no proof. Text messages can be faked. Chantal, you admitted it. You went on your channel and said that he did cheat on you. Why would you admit to something about your husband that wasn't true? So I just, at this point, it's just a sad situation. She knows that he's not into her. She knows what kind of life they have. She knows that he's just not that into you. She knows that she had to give him $9,000. And what does she say now? Oh, he never cheated on me. It wasn't real. It was fake. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Or not. What do you do at night, Chantal? Because I don't think you're with your husband. Moving right along. But that, I have to say, that is the one that takes the Kermit. Chantal is now saying that her husband never cheated on her. All the text messages were fake, and they're going to go around saying that he never cheated on her. Chantal, even if you pretend that he never cheated on you, you know that you're not the one for him. You do know that, right? Because he's made it apparent. Let's take a look at what Foodie Beauty is doing. She posted this on her community page. I believe it's deleted now. What a big surprise. Okay, so my apologies. I made a mistake. This person didn't stream my members only stream. My bad. But I am asking them about creators making content only about one person to see what they say about that. Regardless, I have a couple of new rules. One, I will report all restreams if they occur in my members only content. And two, if you come into my chat and lie and say someone is sniping my members only and they are not, for example, I will block you. Have a nice day. All right, so what is this about? Foodie Beauty had a members only live stream. She does have memberships, but most of her live streams, almost all of them, can be accessed even if you don't pay her $5 a month. She had a members only live stream. She thought somebody was restreaming the members only live stream. And then she goes and she shows like some dubious creator support email. We don't even know if she actually contacted creator support, but I digress. All right, so let me just say this. Chantal has content that is, I would say, 95% against the TOS. She breaks the TOS about a certain subject. You are not allowed to make the type of videos that she is making, okay? Especially when you have what she has. All of your videos, Chantal, are against the TOS. Also, if the reaction channel stop talking about you and Amber, you guys will make absolutely no money. Amber will do all right for a while without reaction channels, but you are getting like 5,000 or 6,000 views. I wouldn't even try it if I were you. Okay, all of her content is against the TOS and she dares say anything about somebody else. But this screams a bigger issue. This is screaming, I have a bigger issue, which is this. So Chantal and Amber Lynn believe that their content is worthy and good, and I don't. And that's just my opinion. I'm allowed to have it in the United States of America. And they believe, like, they just think that their content is phenomenal and even deserves the members only stuff. I don't think you guys should even have members only content. And I'll tell you why. I don't even feel that these two people, Amber and Chantal, are worthy of having members only content. Here's why. Without reaction channels to make Chantal and Amber's content more tolerable, or in Amber's case, tolerable in general, because I will say one thing, Chantal's content is, well, she talks about dramatic topics every day, and I know that a lot of people will disagree with me, but I just feel that Amber's behavior is way worse than Chantal's. I've always felt that way because Chantal doesn't hide her behavior and Amber does. But here's my point. Amber will survive a little bit, Chantal, without reaction channels if they all go away. Eventually, her content will fail without reaction channels, but she has a bigger audience than you. You, Chantal, your videos views are now so down. You're getting 5,000, 6,000 views. What are you talking about? Without reaction channels, your content doesn't exist. You will continue to upload. You will get 2,000 views. But it's deeper than even that. I feel like Amber and Chantal have this obsession with members only content as if it's something special. Amber, let's talk about Amber. Amber, Pookie, can I call you Pookie? Do you even understand that without the reaction channel signing up to your members only content and without the haters, not congratulators, the people that pay your bills, you probably have like what, like 8 to 50 people that are there for the right reasons? You do understand that when money comes into play for Chantal and for, Amber, most people won't pay it. I would be terrified if I was Chantal. I would be terrified if I was Amber, because if YouTube ever ends for you, I don't know what both of you are going to do. What history has shown here is that both the yous cannot get a lot of people to pay your bills with their own money. Only for free. People will watch you only for free. When it comes to members only, Amber's supposed 245 people that subscribe to her members only live streams out of over 200,000 people. That is a scary thought, Amberlynn. And if I were you, I'd get another job. As far as Chantal's BS, Chantal, this is my opinion. There used to be a time where you used to put effort into your mukbangs. Now you don't. And at this point, your content is against the TOS, all of it. Stop talking whether or not reaction channels are allowed to talk about you. Honestly, at the end of the day, I feel that these two people have a very high opinion of their content, and I tend to disagree. Thoughts, comments, dislikes, what do you think? I wanted to also talk about this. As you can see in this community page post, maybe a week ago or something, Foodie Beauty wanted people to PayPal her money so that she can go and purchase cat food and that her audience and her can, feed the cats of Kuwait together. The first thing I want to say is I understand that people center some money, which is unfortunate. This is my opinion. Never, ever, under any circumstances, send Foodie Beauty money for anything. Obviously, it will not go towards, like, what you expect it will go to. And why would you want her to have your personal information? That is the worst thing. My opinion is Chantal and Amber cannot be trusted. This has been proven over and over again. But it's deeper than this. So obviously my opinion on this, if you want to donate to animals, find reputable sources to do so, not through Foodie Beauty. But deeper than that, okay? My opinion on it is deeper than that. Why is it that if Chantal wants to feed the cats of Kuwait, why is it that her audience has to provide the money for it? Chantal, you want to do this performative trick, which, by the way, this is clearly just smoke and mirrors. That's why I called it a trick. It's fake. It's performative. She is a very well-known animal mistreater and neglector. We all remember the horrible state that BBJ was in when FFG rescued her. Please, okay, please. So first of all, she's doing this as a performance. It's performative. But more so than that, my main point here is, why is it if Chantal wants to feed the cats, why doesn't she buy the food for the, cats of Kuwait and purchase your own food, Chantal, and feed the cats yourself? Why is it that your audience has to give the money for you to feed the cats? You know what this proves to me? That she doesn't actually want to feed cats, because those people that want to feed animals without a home do so on their own money. So this is just beyond performative. It's just awful. And I feel so bad for the people that sent her this money. I believe there was like a little bit of a drama where, she actually did go feed the cats after people were like saying, okay, when are you going? And it was in the middle of the night, and I don't even believe she used all the money. I think she kept some of the money. That's just my personal opinion. In my opinion, this was just a ruse to get some of your money. It's not like she made a lot, but just think about it. If she genuinely, truly wanted to feed the cats of Kuwait herself, why did she need her audience's money to do so? Anyways, rinse, lather, delulu, here we are. All right, that's about it for today's video. I want to thank you all so very much for being here. I appreciate you being here. Let me know what you think about this video in the dislikes and comments down below. Here is a similar video popping up here on a similar topic. Go ahead and check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.